In the village of Haripur lived a woman named Champas with her sons Sumit. Champas was hard-working, hard cheerful. She had raised her sons singles hardly and did everything for him. But Sumit stayed at home after finishing his studies rather than finding a job at the village squares. He had finally fallen into bad companies. Champas tried her best to push him to find a job, but due to his bad companies, he had no image started drinking. One night, Sumit came home completely drunk, seeing him Champa's.
Sumit, is this any time to come home? I'm talking to you, son.
Oh, Mom, stop it. You start the moment I enter.
Sumit, just look at yourself. You look like you've been playing holy in mud. Have some shame.
Sumit got angry over this small remark from his mother and shouted.
How many times have I told you? Don't keep saying the same things over and over again. That's emotional torture. If you really care so much, just give me some money. I'll do some work.
Oh, my useless son. You drink alcohol and preach to others. You will waste my money on liquor again.
I promise I'll return every single rupee with interest.
My dear son, you are not in your senses right now. We'll talk about this tomorrow.
Sumit went to bed and slept, but company's heart was deeply hurt by Sumit's words. And then that night, she decided to teach her sons a lesson. The next day, they pretended to fall all the next mornings. When Sumit came out of his room, he saw his mother lying in bed, worried. He asked mother.
Mother, you have been lying in the bed for so long. Are you okay?
Champas ignored him and continues to lie down silently, seeing these summits gets scared and goes closer to his mother.
Mother, are you not feeling well? Come on, let me take you to the hospital.
No, beta. I'll be fine after a little rest.
No, Mom, let's go to the hospital. Just once. Come on.
No, son, just bring me a glass of warm water.
Sumit quickly went to the kitchen, heated some water, poured it into a glass, and brought it to her.
Take it, Mom.
Champas took the glass but properly dropped it. She pretended her heart slipped due to weakness. Then she softly said to him.
I'm sorry, beta. I didn't mean to.
It's okay, Mom. I'll bring another glass.
Sumit goes back to the kitchen, brought another glass of warm water and handing it to her again.
Take it, Mom.
Champas once again left the glass slips from her hands. This time Sumit lost his temper and he said,
Mom, what have you done? The whole bed is soaked now. Can't you hold the glass properly?
Champas looked at him very well and replied,
Beta, I am unwell. But do you know, when you were just 6 months old, were an infant, you would wet the bed several times every night. But I never got angry at you. When you cried, I would lay you down on the dry side of the bed, and I would sleep on the wet side myself. And see today, you are getting angry over this mistake of mine that I have made the bed wet.
Champa's words had Sumit's like a shock. He begins to hate himself for how he had behaved. Tears rolled down his cheeks. He fallen his hands before his mother.
Mother, please forgive me. I said such horrible things to you, but you bore it all silently. I have made a huge mistake. I'm really sorry, Mom.
Sumit fell at his mother's feet and cried, seeing her son's cries like that. Champa's eyes filled with tears.
Sumit, I did all this so that you could realize your mistake. Now that you've understood, I don't want anything more.
touch Claudius against. Not only this, he replied for jobs to a few places, and very soon he got a good job. Seeing this change in her son's Champas felt fully happy. She now lived a peaceful and joyful life with him. This is how Champas uses values of life and responsibilities with love.
This story teaches us that we should always respect our elders and strive to follow good values in life.